the Everything Show, episode 309. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212. I'm with Chris L. What's up, Chris?
Hello, people out in internet land.
What's up, Connor Farley?
Hello.
What's up, James?
Alonzi, I found my bracelet. Alonzi.
All right, bro. What's up, Mike D?
Hello.
All right. Without revealing spoilers, okay, I'm going to say I saw the first 4 episodes of Daredevil, okay? Now, the first pilot, okay, I thought it was good. I didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was like, oh, my God. It was good. Not all pilots half the times are like the greatest freaking thing known to man, okay? It did its job to set the stage, okay? Once episode 2, I saw that, holy crap. I was like, this is the shit, okay? I can't freaking believe it, how awesome this is, all right? When I saw episode 3, I was like, oh my God. But when we got to 4, it keeps getting better and better, okay? It's got to be hooked. I'm glad that I believe it got approved for a 2nd season. I'm going to be watching the rest of it this week. So I am a massive fan of this show. Very happy with the results so far. Now, nobody saw it here, right?
Seen half of the first episode.
Did you like it so far?
So far, it was pretty good. It was a lot darker than I expected Daredevil to be, which is good because I'm a huge fan of dark television, stuff that kind of like goes into the more morbid, grittier subjects like this.
I'm just glad it's not like Ben Affleck.
Yeah. Right.
I think the bit where he, kicks the shit out of that man, at the docks. Yeah. I think that was brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah, especially the second one where all those people in the hallway went freaking nuts.
Yeah, but Hell's Kitchen looked like, oh my God, it looked like it's been trashed, like an urban nightmare.
Well, the thing is that they said the incident that made it that way, and that incident is basically the Avengers fighting Loki, okay? Yeah. That really made Hell's Kitchen the way it is. They even gave a reference to, well, this guy doesn't have a magic hammer, doesn't have a suit of armor, so or whatever. They basically gave reference to the Avengers already. So one of the big keys is that this is partly done with ABC also. So there's a massive possibility there's going to be a SHIELD Daredevil crossover. That's possible. Also, the original plan was for Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, all these shows that they were doing for Netflix, to have many seasons where by season 3 or 4, they're going to all come together and become the Defenders and have a whole series called The Defenders on Netflix. So that was the overall plan.
Are they coming out with a Defenders movie?
No, just it's going to be a Netflix show probably in 4 or 5 years after all these people come together.
Really? I thought I seen them. That's supposed to be part of the.
No, it's not going to be. It's not going to be a movie. No, it's part of the cinematic thing, but it's on Netflix.
Okay.
And it's also going to connect with you.
Nothing like it. DC should have done something like it. They're going to have Arrow, The Flash, and Supergirl going to be interacting together.
So, well, DC's mistake is that they're going to have a Flash movie that has nothing to do with the Flash TV series, and it's going to be 2 separate universes. So they're alienating their audience immediately in half. Where on TV and on movies, it's connected with Marvel. That's the point.
Well, they should have done it like this then, since they're going to do it like that. Have the other Flash be from Earth 2, and let Barry Allen, the one, be on the cinematic.
I never understood why DC opted to do that. Like, you'd already have 2 heroes established for Justice League. Then with Batman and Superman being established, there's 2 more. Then, in the Justice League movie, all they'd have to do is establish, like, 3 other heroes, which wouldn't be too hard to do. And then
the Martian Manhunter.
Yeah.
That's one.
Well, that's what they're making a mistake. They're making a mistake because they're going to have another Green Lantern. They're going to do all these different things, and it's just not going to make any sense.
I read the latest.
Go ahead.
The latest news on here was going through Facebook. I saw something they popped up on the screen there that they were talking. Warner Brothers is talking about wanting James Wan to do the Aquaman film.
Yeah.
From Fast and Furious guy.
Yeah,
Director?
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I
true.
don't think Aquaman got no rims. I don't think he got no
Well,
Aquamobile.
see, the thing is, they all have these grand scheme plans, but if this movie tanks, they're done. If Batman vs Superman tanks, they don't know what to do. Probably.
Okay.
You know, the only thing they probably will scrap all the movie plans with the exception of the Man of Steel 2.
Yeah.
And then they'll probably have to reboot the whole Batman thing. But if they reboot the Batman thing, then it's not going to be connected with the Man of Steel
Well, the
universe.
problem with that is, though, they can't even do that because now they've planned all these movies and they're already getting freaking Suicide Squad ready to go. And
Right.
so if Batman Superman sucks, then that kind of sets off a chain reaction that everyone's going to think the rest of their movies are going to suck. And
Right.
then
This is what DC needed to do right here, though. This is what DC need to do. They need to go to the core of the comic books, what made them the superheroes they are. You got Superman, lost his entire planet, came to Earth, got raised by Earthlings to be a kind, considerate person, became the world's greatest superhero. Then you got Batman, whose parents got killed by a mugger, and he dedicated his life to help stop all the crime in Gotham. They need to stick to the original thing, and they two getting together because Batman and Superman are like yin and yang. They the polar opposites of each other.
Right, and they
both
can't
heroes.
go. They can't go with the new crap where Superman has a new power that he can
Exactly.
shoot all his energy out in one bolt and then become human for 24 hours.
You get killed.
That's stupid. Batman having a son that died, I think that's dumb.
who, Damian?
Then brought him back with super
I mean, he
powers.
never had a
Yeah,
son in the
superpowers.
original universe.
Who, Damian?
Yeah, he came back with super
I
powers.
thought the Damian storyline was actually pretty good. I mean,
Yeah, but he never had that in the original universe.
well, I know, but you got to add some new things every now and then. It can't always be like, okay,
No,
he's
I
gonna go
know.
fight Mr. Freeze now and stuff.
No, but you know what it is? Why can't you just do stuff with the universe you already have and just build on something? Why do you have to, like, rechange the whole universe around just to make something fresh? You know, Marvel's actually going to do that. Marvel's going to scrap the whole Marvel universe, I heard.
So they doing something that DC did back in 1985 with like Crisis on Infinite Earth. Or Marvel doing the same thing.
Marvel is basically going to destroy the Marvel universe, create a new one with mixtures of all these different universes thrown in, and that's what you're gonna have.
You know what would be nice for DC to do? I mean, I wish they would have done this back then. I wish they would have just, and I think a lot of movie studios need to do this with the movies they're making now, but I wish they would focus on the movie at hand.
Exactly.
And then after that comes out, like the way it used to be. You focus on the movie at hand.
Correct.
Don't worry about the stuff that you're thinking about doing afterwards. If your movie does well, then you can
make the
say,
sequel.
let's worry about the sequel. And if that does well, don't just go into this being like, we're going to make 1, 2, and 3, and there's going to be a crossover, there's going to be a TV show.
They're
there's gonna
trying
be
to
a
do
serial.
that because Marvel's doing it, but Marvel could do that because they're a success.
Yeah, but they did it
With
one at a
phase
time,
1,
though,
2,
you know.
and 3.
They started out with Iron Man. It was good. Then they went from Iron Man to Thor. It was good. They had the Hulk before that. The Incredible Hulk was good. I mean, they already created their cinematic universe before they brought them all together. That's what DC should have done to begin with.
Yeah, they're going about it the wrong way. But let's go now to the Spider-Man article because that's the thing I'm really interested in. Get it, Chris.
All right, hold on. So basically, I think this came out it came out today. For the news, today it came out. For the new Spider-Man, which is going to be in 2017, I believe.
Yes.
They're going to be casting probably a younger actor. It's definitely going to be Peter Parker. It's not going to be anybody else who's ever been Spider-Man. I know that was a big rumor online. That's going to be one of the other characters from the comics that played him. It's definitely going to be Peter Parker. He's definitely going to be in high school, around 15 to 16 years old.
Oh my, that sounds like Miles Morales.
Yeah, well,
that was Spider-Man when he first started. He was in high school.
he was a rumor, actually, that they were going to use Miles Morales, but then they said, no, it's definitely going to be Peter Parker. They're definitely looking forward to making this film and definitely getting him into the cinematic universe. I know that this moved around some of the other movies, but basically the article is saying that Spider-Man is expected to make his first debut in Captain America Civil War.
Yes.
They're planning on making his own Spider-Man film, after that, in 2017.
Yes.
They're thinking about possibly having Tony Stark be the one to present this new Peter Parker into the universe, to the fans and whatnot. And I think this is a good idea. I like Spider-Man when he's in high school. I think that gives
I don't think so.
Well, I think it adds a certain.
I'm not trying to watch Throwing Pain Spider-Man. I'm not watching Throwing Pain Spider-Man.
Well, it's not. It's probably not going to be like that. It's probably going to show how he's dealing with being a young man dealing with this incredible thing that happens to him. And
we already know about that. Everybody,
yeah, but no, it's not. It's not.
Origin.
Yeah, but you know
what?
what though?
It's not going to be an origin story. They're not doing this as an origin story. He's already Spider-Man going into this film. So we're not going to see him get bit by the spider and stuff.
You're not going to see anybody. You're just going to see him.
Yep.
Then when he has his own movie, then they'll throw Aunt May and Mary Jane or Gwen Stacy and all that crap into it. But for now, there's no rush to have Gwen in it and then kill her. So they're just going to focus on he's Spider-Man. He jokes around with the guys. He fights them. It's not going to be lovey-dovey. It's not going to be where are his parents.
What about the Sinister Six? Is Spider-Man? Is that going to be like part of the Spider-Man movie?
It is a completely new universe, Sinister Six. There will be a new universe, Sinister Six, when the time comes.
But that's not going to be for a while because they want to do Infinity Wars with Spider-Man first after Civil War in the movie.
This sounds like one mass ball of confusion.
Yeah, it does.
All over the place. Yeah, wow.
Well, I would have preferred an older Spider-Man. Who's got a little bit confidence in himself. Know how to use all his powers pretty well. Because you got a teenager, they have a temper tantrum. Oh my God! Okay.
Well, I mean, Spider-Man started out as a teenager, though. So.
That's right, though. He did start out at 15.
Yeah.
But the problem I have is, I think that first of all, it was totally against Civil War because the only reason they did Iron Man versus Captain America was because originally they were both supposed to come out at the same time, Batman versus Superman and Iron Man versus Cap, and Marvel only did that to give it a stick right to DC. Okay, they rushed everything. Civil War should not have happened now. It should have been way down the line. Okay, they should have did Secret Wars. They should do all that stuff, but they rushed it out. And now what we're going to have is we're going to have Captain America with Iron Man, with Spider-Man. Captain America's going to die. The Falcon's going to take over. Iron Man's going to get trapped in space. They're going to have another Iron Man. By the time you have Avengers, all the main actors that are part of the Avengers are probably going to be dead. Okay? They're going to have new Avengers like the She-Thor, all that crap. And then in the second one, for Thanos' amusement, with the power of the Infinity Gauntlet, he's going to bring them all back to life just to fight him. And then they're going to defeat him. And that's probably basically what's going to happen.
If they do it the comic book, Thanos going to gain omnipotence or whatever.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He killed them over and over and over again in the comic. And he kept bringing him back to life.
I wonder if they're going to have Adam Warlock in that Infinity Gauntlet thing.
Probably.
I'm hearing rumors that he's Star-Lord's father in this universe.
Adam Warlock?
Yeah.
Nah.
Because apparently his cocoon, like the cocoon that he goes into, apparently if you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, the cocoon is in the Collector's collection.
Mm-hmm.
It's like in the background somewhere, and like you can see it in one of his like cases.
Yeah.
Right. And also in the future, Adam Warlock is supposed to become the Magus, right?
Yep.
Which is an evil version that is the worst, like the biggest supervillain in the future that the Guardians of the Galaxy have to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
And it involves the Universal Church of Truth and all, the 31st century and all that stuff. But, yeah, I think that I'm just a little worried about Civil War. That's what I'm worried about, Cap 3 Civil War, because all this stuff, they're trying to make it like Avengers side movie, and it should really be about Captain America.
Yeah.
But that's what it's become now because he's the leader of the Avengers.
Well, let's not forget about Doctor Strange, too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's been really good.
He's been mentioned. and
Yeah, he got a
Shield
better
and
Dormammu.
yeah, Dormammu, yeah, Baron Mordo,
Yeah.
the Ancient One.
Yeah, that's when it taught him.
Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting. Pretty much, my main thing is Spider-Man. You know, I've collected the Avengers, I've collected the Defenders, I've collected everything of Marvel, but my main concern is getting Spider-Man right. If they don't get Spider-Man right, I don't know what the heck Plan Z would be, because now to reboot it, I mean, now you have to reboot it so soon.
I know they could have bought back in. Could have bought back in dang either Andrew Garfield. Could have bought back the other guy.
You want to know what Plan Z
Spider-Man,
is?
Yeah.
Plan Z is wait till 2099 and actually make Spider-Man 2099.
Well, first of all, they should do a Spider-Man. That should be the plan. That wouldn't even affect the Marvel Universe doing a Spider-Man 2099. They could just pop that out.
What I never did get about Spider-Man, is this, you know, he's swinging around New York. You never see the Baxter Building. You never see like Sanctum Sanctorum. You know, it's all in. He's swinging around the entire city now. Why don't they like reference like Fantastic Four or like Doctor Strange?
They can't reference Fantastic Four or the X-Men because they're enemies. 20th Century Fox. That's why Marvel is killing off all the characters. Yeah,
in this new Spider-Man movie, you're gonna like you'll see Stark Tower, Avengers Tower, and stuff because they can show that now. But like if they show the Baxter Building or if they show, they're done. They get sued so many times by 20th Century Fox.
What did Marvel do?
Marvel was about to go bankrupt, and they sold the rights to keep afloat. And then they realized that they were going to be bought by Disney after they sold those rights. So then Disney's like, well, we want to do a Spider-Man movie. Like, we can't. We sold it to Sony. All right, let's do an X-Men movie. We can't. We sold it to 20th Century. All right, so Silver Surfer, we can't.
Yeah, that was at that time that, like, in the early 2000s where superhero movies were just catching on, but they, like, weren't. They were still kind of, like, tongue-in-cheek. But then when Iron Man came out, it was like, oh, my gosh, this could be really serious.
Yeah, because they cast the right actor, Tony. They cast the right
actor.
They
didn't expect it to do that good.
Yeah, they didn't.
They did not expect it to blow it out of the park.
Yeah, but Robert Downey did a good job, though.
He did.
Yeah, but I don't know about that because originally they were going to have Tom Cruise play Iron Man, not Downey.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They didn't know.
So
they
at the
didn't know
time,
that.
yeah, but I'm saying at the time though, like they wouldn't have put Tom Cruise in the role if they weren't expecting it to be like a A-list sort of film.
No, he means like they didn't think it was going to do as good as it did. They were expecting it to do well, but they didn't know it was going to like blow up the whole.
That's what I'm saying. That they didn't know that movie was going to springboard.
That's the reason why I was saying what I was saying.
They knew it was going to do good, but they didn't know it was going to do so good that it could give birth to a whole universe of movies.
Yeah, because that Avengers thing at the end was apparently a joke. Like they weren't being serious about like when Fury comes out and he says the Avengers Initiative, and then when they realized just how great of a response it got, it was like, okay,
yeah,
maybe we can do this.
Yeah, but what about Kill Me on Marvel when I seen the Hulk movie when they had the Gamma Dog and Ang Lee and all that crap? Like, this ain't the Hulk.
Yeah.
This is not the Hulk.
Nick Nolte, I'm like, that was the funniest crap. Nick Nolte is hysterical.
I remember seeing that in the theaters when it came out. I was like, what?
Paid for it?
Yeah, I was like,
I went to see it too.
I wanted to see the Hulk.
I went to see it too, man. You know,
it looked like they ran out of ideas at the middle of that movie, because they just I don't know, like it started off pretty decent, and about toward the end they just got sorrier and sorrier.
That's true.
Crazy. All right, well, Connor, what do you have?
Eddie Redmayne. Warner Brothers have said that Eddie Redmayne is the studio's choice to play the lead in the new Harry Potter spin-off, Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. I know that it was previously reported that Matt Smith was also being considered, but now it appears that Eddie Redmayne is actually the front runner for the role. So.
Now that's supposed to be like trilogy or something.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and they keep talking about asking her if she's going to do another Harry Potter book, and she's like, no. You know, I mean, that's what she says now, but
Well,
She'll probably never do one.
it could be worse. Could be a new Twilight movie coming out now.
well, you
Yeah,
know what? You never
that's
know.
actually gonna happen apparently. Yeah.
Yeah, that is actually going to happen.
Yeah, apparently it is definitely coming
Oh my
up in the
God,
next
I thought I
few
was
years.
just joking. Oh my
Definitely,
God.
no, a whole new franchise. Because everything that
You really
she's
need
doing,
shining vampires.
listen, as much as she knocks her own work, all her other books, right, Chris? They're not really doing that great.
I didn't know she wrote anything else until a few weeks ago. Somebody told me, and I was like,
Like
seriously?
she did The Host, and that didn't take off like she
Yeah.
expected. And so, of course, why don't you go with what you know? And just
I mean,
keep going.
how many Invasion of the Body Snatcher movie can you really do? I mean, we got like what? 3
Well,
or
we got
4 of
another
those?
version of that coming out, so,
Oh Lord.
and we got another Blob, and I mean, hey,
They're
whatever.
remaking the Blob.
Yeah.
Oh,
That makes the
God,
third
great.
time,
Great.
don't it?
Wonderful.
I seen the original, then
What
I
are you
seen
gonna
one they made back in the '80s. Now they making another one. Really?
I'm still waiting for them to cross the line and make the remake Jaws or something.
That's gonna happen.
I'm waiting for it.
Well, he's working on Gremlins reboot now. Now they made a decision not to do a sequel and to scrap that and just go reboot. So
Oh
Look,
Lord.
they're rebooting Raiders too, so I mean, all these classic films, like
Right.
you know, Chris mentioned Jaws. I mean, why not at this point? They're doing that crap, you know.
they want to have a new Fly franchise.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
mad at Universal Studios.
Why?
I got a beef with them. So it's like this now. They don't remade Frankenstein.
They're gonna.
Don't remake
They are.
Dracula.
They're gonna have like an
They
They are. They
Avengers
are.
universe.
They are. They are. We talked about that on the show.
Well, I want to see one thing they have never ever made a sequel to. The Creature from the Black Lagoon.
They are.
I like to
They
see
are.
that. They are.
It's all part
Scarlett
of it.
Johansson's supposed to be in it apparently.
They're,
Finally.
yeah, go back and watch the Everything
50,
Show. I don't know what number it is, but we
60
talked about that whole plan.
Wow.
Yeah. This is gonna span, I think, 14 years, right?
Yeah.
Chris?
Yeah.
And you know what? The last Dracula movie, which is supposed to be technically the precursor to it, was a success.
Oh,
So,
Dracula Untold
yeah.
or something?
Yes, it was a success.
Yeah, it's at Walmart
So-
for $14.99 if anybody wants to go get it.
Well, it was a success, regardless of being a Walmart for 14.
They're never gonna recapture the early classic Universal.
Of course not. Of course not.
No, Bela Lugosi rocked it as Dracula.
Probably not.
Jose Maturo, no tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
probably.
Hammer Studios did a great job with Christopher Lee.
Oh,
Yeah, he was
Dracula.
really good. Yeah. Definitely.
And they had a good
Yeah.
Van Helsing.
Yeah, Peter Cushing.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and then we had like Count Yorga Vampire, which I like because it's like a Hammer film,
Yeah.
and but then like Fright Night is the next film that comes to mind. But well, that's not Dracula though. That's
Yeah.
those are just
Well, I
got
was-
the
I was
original
actually very upset.
And the new one. I liked it. I liked the original. Original was good. I loved it.
I was actually upset that the Fright Night thing with David Tennant, that didn't take off, and then they wound up making a sequel to that anyway without them, and another reboot, I guess.
Another
Or was
Fright
it a reboot, or was it a sequel with different actors? I gotta see
It
that
was
one.
a sequel. It came out directly to DVD.
Yeah, with different actors, right?
Night. Yep.
Yeah, I gotta watch that.
Because they had his sister taking over.
Yes. Yes.
Yep. Then they rebooted again, made it with David Tennant as Peter Vincent.
No, but you're missing the point. They made a sequel to the David Tennant one.
They
Was that
did,
pre
I
or
didn't-
post Doctor Who?
What's that?
God.
Was that pre or post Doctor Who?
That's post Doctor Who
Yeah.
when he left.
He
Oh,
left
by the
in
way, Fast and
2010.
Furious 7 is up to $800 million.
That's a good movie.
There
I
was.
recommend it. It's good.
James can attest to this fact. If you want to see Fast and the Furious like 24/7, go to 285 in Atlanta and just put up a lawn chair on the side of the road.
I know that's right. That's it.
Honestly, these movies, this was a really good movie. I liked it a lot. And I think that if it works, keep going, as far as I'm concerned. because this is up to 7. I mean, it's probably the most successful, right, sequel franchises.
Yeah.
So I'm just, they're already doing 8 in New York, so that's going to be good.
I'm liking that trail I'm seeing the Mission Impossible, though. You got to give Tom Cruise his respect. That's best.
You too?
That's the best job he done in a while.
I heard he has to do his own stunts. Like, he makes a big stink that he wants to do his own stunts.
But life insurance got to be through the roof, boy.
Well, as long as they're making billions of dollars, I guess it really doesn't matter.
And that franchise gets better, actually, as it goes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, each film's got something that's entertaining. I mean, in my opinion, they don't just flat out suck, but they definitely progressively get better. Like Ghost Protocol, the last one that came out, was really
good.
Good, and they involve more of like a team effort rather than it being like a star vehicle just for Tom Cruise. Like Jeremy Renner, right?
Also, Insurgent, the second Divergent series did well, as well as so that's they're going to make a third. I think they already made a third one already, and they're working on the fourth one now. I enjoyed that a lot too.
I wish I was like one of them Hollywood writers, though. They keep making the same movies over and over and still getting paid millions of dollars. I mean, Lord, don't nobody think of nothing original anymore.
Yeah, where are the new classics at?
Exactly.
Like let's stop remaking crap and like have original ideas.
Yeah, I agree.
Original ideas are frowned upon now.
Well, I mean, but I mean, look at in the comic books. Like for the most part, everything we've been seeing over the last 5 years or so, they have been like new ideas. I mean, it's the first time we've really seen Iron Man and Thor properly depicted, and Captain America.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Spider-Man that was floundering. This character that it's like been there, done that feel. We're seeing
But see, coming from my perspective of being a massive Spider-Man fan, they've gotten it wrong all the time with Spider-Man. It's never been. It's a little bit pieces okay, but not completely. They didn't get it right. Like Sam Raimi, I love the movies, but there was Gwen Stacy before there was Mary Jane. Sorry, right?
Yeah.
He didn't have webs from his arms. That's ridiculous. The whole purpose. Yeah, but besides the fact that in the 60s people freaked out if the webs would have came from his arms, the whole purpose of having the web shooters is to show that he uses his friggin' brain. That's the whole point. Besides having the spider powers, he was massively intelligent, and he used his brain to build the web shooters that when he screws up and he forgets to load a cartridge, he uses his brain to figure out how he's going to land without swinging and different things. So that was the whole point. Spider-Man uses his brain to defeat the villains, not just by using his powers. Okay?
No, in the comic book, Spider-Man used to get beat down a lot.
But also, he jokes around with the villains. And you didn't have that with Tobey Maguire that much.
Like a smart addict. Yep.
You didn't have that much with Tobey Maguire. But then when you get to Andrew Garfield, okay, but he didn't invent the damn web shooters.
Nope.
It's like Oscorp. I'm like, what the hell is that? And then he's like all, a skater dude. I'm like, what the hell is that? And then he's like, they didn't do, not once did they say great power, great responsibility, which pissed off Marvel so much, just because they didn't put that line in there, that they made every effort to get the rights back because of that one big mistake by that idiot Mark Webb, that he could just not have them say the line. The main line that defines the whole Spider-Man thing, he would not let him say it. What a jerk.
They just think you throw out any kind of superhero movie, put like a Marvel name or DC name on there that people.
He didn't even have a soundtrack. Well, they had Danny Elfman for Sam Raimi, which was fantastic soundtrack, and then this one didn't even have a damn soundtrack. They tried to do a theme. He sounded like something out of Captain America.
Oh Lord.
And then the biggest thing is people didn't like Oscorp creating every villain. They were against it. So if your whole audience says it sucks, what are you going to do? Who's he going to fight now in that universe that all the villains are tied in with friggin' Oscorp? Nobody.
Exactly.
So you reboot the whole friggin' thing.
I mean, you got more stuff running. You got Hammer's Industries. You got all kind of stuff besides.
Yeah, but this Norman Osborn sucked. And so did this Harry Osborn. James Franco was fantastic as Harry. Okay?
Yep.
they didn't. They ruined it in the new version.
They made the dude look more like the leprechaun than they were.
Please. No, he looked like a cross between Evil Eddie or something from Friday Night to like a Lost Boy to like, I mean, like what the hell was that? You know?
Or
It was disgusting.
Lord,
And listen,
Lord
I
Brain's Reject.
like Electro. Don't get me wrong, but first of all, how many times do we see a stupid ass mad scientist torturing somebody, then getting theirs? And did you need to have Felicia Hardy in there as a black cat? Because that's definitely not the black cat. The secretary. Her father was a cat burglar, and she became cat.
Well, it could have been worse. Could have been Catwoman again.
Well,
Well, now
Anne
that,
Hathaway was supposed to be the black cat, first of all.
now that they're in the Marvel Universe, they could always do the whole super soldier serum thing with her.
Yeah,
They can do that now.
yeah.
When Marvel and DC get both their heads out their asses, maybe we have a crossover. You know, Marvel versus DC cinematic.
It would never
thing.
happen.
That'd be awesome.
No way.
Nah.
They already did that in the comics. Marvel won, and it would never happen ever.
And then they combined universes and became singular heroes for a little while.
Yeah, never happened. It's gotten to be where the company exists itself as like a separate entity at war with each other, because whoever it is, they have the bad blood stuff. They just can't constantly hate each other. There will never be a peace with those two. Ever. So, look, the purpose of selling Ryan Reynolds was for him not to do Deadpool. That's DC did that. Despite. They didn't even care if the Green Lantern tanked. They just did not want him to do Deadpool. Okay? And then finally they got out of that, but it's just the grimy stuff that they both do.
I do not get this right here with these two, with Marvel and DC. Actors are actors. They're cast to play a part. It ain't about who franchise you trying to be in. It's called acting. My God, they need to grow up.
Listen, when DC signed Cyclops, Marvel, like even though they weren't connected too much with 20th Century, they still got pissed off.
And killed his character off.
Absolutely. They're like, oh, you want to give up being Cyclops to be Lois Lane's boyfriend. Bye-bye, basically. Bye. You just threw your whole career away. You could have had multiple movies. Goodbye. So, what happens?
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, all right.
They expect us to spend our movie dollars to go see the movies. We want to see the actors in the role of the characters they're supposed to be playing. I don't care if you from Marvel or DC. I just want to see a good movie.
Well, right now I think they're afraid of Ant-Man because
Ant-Man, really?
you don't hear crap about that really that much. You
Well,
really,
We only got Michael Douglas playing in Ant-Man though. Really?
yeah, but we really haven't gotten a good trailer. I mean, there hasn't really been anything on
It's
Ant-Man.
coming out like next week.
Yeah.
What, Ant-Man?
The trailer, yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
what
but
about
still.
Fantastic Four?
I don't know about that either.
Did you see that picture of the Thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. What the hell?
Am I the only one that doesn't like that? Looks really weird. Like,
No.
No, he looks weird.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought it was just me. Everyone else I talked to was like, "Oh, it looks amazing," and I'm like, maybe I'm being too
No,
pessimistic.
you want to know how bad he looks?
Huh.
It's like we got the news, what, a week ago?
Yeah.
And we didn't even do a story about it. That's how bad. And I'm a comic book nut, and I didn't even bother to put him on there.
Well, the trailer did not amaze me. It wasn't nothing fantastic that I seen. That's all I'm saying.
It's retarded. Dr. Doom's a blogger. Like, I don't even know.
He's a monarch in Latveria.
He's the monarch of Latveria, yes.
Exactly.
I don't know.
Lord.
I just remember watching that trailer, and I was like, this is really dramatic for no reason.
I'm like looking at it, I'm like, okay, this is the Ghostbusters walking over to the beam of light, and this chick is toast. That's what the first thing I thought right away. I'm like, okay. Like, what's happening here?
And I think
These
they're going to ruin
Ghostbusters is fun.
Ghostbusters too. I don't know. Ghostbusters, I think they're probably going to tank.
See, everybody has got their head up there, you know what? Because Ghostbusters is like, oh, we're going to be Marvel. And we're going to have like a that may not work. Like having like 5 Ghostbusters franchise things at the same time. Like, everybody's doing that. Even there's going to be a horror crossover very soon. They're actually working it out together. Certain movies are going to intertwine, where they're going to be sequels and mixed together like team-ups.
Because
Because
like Jason versus Freddy, stuff like
they
that,
all
or like
wanted
Evil
to-
Dead versus somebody.
The problem is these movies ain't really established. I'll have more report on that. I think we covered it already a little bit. But they all want what Marvel has. Phase 1, Phase 2, Phase 3. DC's doing it. Spider-Man tried to do it because they wanted Sinister Six movie. They wanted Venom. They wanted Aunt May the movie. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? Oh, you know, it'll be good because people like the Golden Girls, so we'll have Aunt May the movie. No, it's not. No. Sorry.
I'm still holding up for that Aunt May vs. Galactus film.
I still can't believe that in the comics she put on the original Iron Man outfit and beat the crap out of like supervillains. I can't fathom because Peter Parker had to reveal his identity to the world, which just left Aunt May and Mary Jane defenseless when he fought with Tony Stark.
I
So
always liked the What If series. You know, that would be kind of if they did like a, you know, maybe a trilogy of those where
they should do a movie about What If. They should.
Just to mix up the myth of all these characters. You know, like what if, you know, whatever.
You know what?
Wolverine-
You probably got the best idea right now that they should. I didn't even think of that. You are absolutely right, Mike T. They should do a What If movie. That's what called What If, and just do something crazy.
Oh yeah. What if Spider-Man got bit and turned into a supervillain?
No, they did so many cool books with that, though.
Yeah.
You know.
They had like what if Uncle Ben had lived, and they had like one of them was like what if Wolverine killed the Hulk or something.
Yeah, there was What If people found out Spider-Man's identity when he was going out with Gwen Stacy before she died, and then he was on the run. They did What If Thanos. Didn't they do What If Thanos won or something? And just they did a lot of movies. What if Venom absorbed Captain America, or if Venom absorbed Thor or something?
You know what? I mean, it's kind of too late now, but there were well, for one of them, it's too late. There's two What If stories that I would really love to see. On the DC side, it was the Flashpoint Paradox,
Oh yeah.
which was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're going to do that on the TV show.
Yeah, but they're not going to be able to do it like they did. They're not going to be able to do it to the full extent because in that one, like, Bruce Wayne gets shot and Thomas Wayne becomes Batman,
Yeah, exactly.
and then his mother goes insane and becomes the Joker. That was amazing.
I got the movie.
Yeah.
Movie.
Oh,
DC.
on the Marvel side, I'd like to see Marvel Zombies, just because.
Yeah, I think that they would. They said they would never do it though.
I know.
I'll
yeah.
tell you what's sad.
They don't want to freak people out.
I'll tell you what's sad about DC is though they got better animated movies than they do big screen movies.
That's
sad.
true.
I got all the animated movies.
Yeah.
Marvel got a few, then they just started tanking after a while with the animated movies.
They said if they did that, they would freak out kids and they'd be traumatized for life.
Yeah, I know.
Spider-Man, like zombie
but
fights.
they got a Wolverine versus Sabretooth at Walmart right now
I know.
for $10.
Yeah. Eventually, we're gonna see a Hulk movie, which done right this time.
So what they gonna call him? The Indestructible Hulk?
Yeah, I think.
I already got the Incredible Hulk or Incredible Hulk Part 2.
I'm sure they can come up with
They'll say like Hulk and then there'll be a subtitle thing on
Hulk
it.
Smash or something.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Or Hulk World.
World War Hulk.
They'll
Yeah,
do that
World Hulk.
eventually. I think.
That'd be awesome right there.
That could be Phase 4 maybe. Who knows?
Yeah. See, but I think that a lot of this new phase that's coming up, I think some things may not work though. I mean, honestly, Ant-Man is the last movie of this phase. I think. I don't know if that's gonna work.
Man, I'm looking at it like this now. How the hell are they gonna do an Ant-Man don't do a Black Panther? He the ruler of his own nation, Wakanda.
Yeah, he did do a
Black
Black.
Panther movie.
They are doing a Black Panther movie. They are.
Yeah.
That's the next phase. They are doing a Black Panther.
I think Ant-Man starts. I think it's gonna be like late Phase 2.
No,
and
it's
then-
the last. It's the last movie of this phase.
Yeah, this is Phase 2.
Yeah.
So I think it's late Phase 2, and then the next one after that starts Phase 3, which I think is that Captain America 3?
I think Civil War. I think is the.
Yeah, that's Cap
Yeah.
3.
Yeah. Then you got like Power Man, Iron Fist. Didn't they have a comic book back in the early '80s?
Well, Luke
or late
Cage
90s?
is Luke Cage is Power Man. That's going to be on
Yeah.
Netflix already, and Iron Fist is going to be on Netflix.
I don't know, man. I'm looking forward to Doctor Strange.
Yeah, me too. I think that's going to be knocked out of the park. I think Benedict Cumberbatch is going to be phenomenal with that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We also
Supreme
got
Force.
Star Trek news the other day.
William Shatner.
No, there's Connor. You have that or no?
Nah.
They got some actress. I think she signed for. Oh, here we go. Sophia Boutella has a secret role in Star Trek 3. Let's see. She's from Kingsman.
Yeah.
Secret Service.
That was a weird movie.
Yeah, so she's got an undisclosed role. I'm not sure what she's going to be in this movie. And even didn't they hire Idris Elba? Who did they hire for Star Trek 3?
Thought they did.
Simon Pegg denied that.
What's that?
Idris Elba is not going to be in Star Trek 3.
No, who's the actor that they hired for Star Trek 3? Was it not Idris Elba? Who's the other?
I don't know. But Idris Elba is not going to be in it.
No,
Idris Elba's in the Marvel movies, right? Yeah.
He's the
Ghost
guy in
Rider.
Thor. Heimdall.
Ghost Rider. Yeah.
Ghost
Heimdall,
Rider.
Ghost Rider.
Ghost Rider, I think, is back with Marvel now. I think.
Why is he riding a car then? Ghost Rider's known for riding a motorcycle, not no damn car.
Yeah, let me talk about Gremlins remake is going to be done this time by Paul Ellsworth from Goosebumps and Disturbia.
So they gonna make Gremlins? What, they gonna do Critters also?
Critters, I'm not sure about. Oh, and Brett Spinner, Spinner is going to be recast in Independence Day. He didn't die.
Wait. That guy got choked by a freaking alien, man.
He didn't die, they said.
What the hell?
He was dead.
He's not. They said that they kept him alive or something because he got melded with the alien or whatever, and he's alive in this one. He's cast. He's signed.
Boy, they shot him multiple times.
They have everybody returning but Will Smith. That is the
Is Bill Pullman gonna be in it? Did he?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, at this
Is
point,
he like president on his 30th term now or
well,
something?
here's the thing: there's no rules. So once everything was basically destroyed, he could be president for like 30 years. Why not?
True.
So it made a monarch.
But there's no. The Earth was hit like basically effed. So it's like, all right, we'd rather him be president in case the aliens come back. Why
That's
not?
true. They nuked Texas, so
Yeah, I mean,
Oh Lord.
he's the only one they wanted in power when aliens come back.
But dang, Will Smith got more star power though. I like to have him
I
back.
think Will Smith with that movie After Earth, he just got scared or something, a failure or something.
Well, I heard that new movie he was in, Focus, wasn't bad. I didn't see it. I just.
Did it do good?
Con man
Not
in
sure.
I don't think it did good. Let me see. I can look it up right now, actually. I can tell you how it did. Yeah, we were undecided if we wanted to see that at the time.
It's got the lady that plays Harley Quinn, right, in the Suicide Squad film.
Yeah.
Robbie.
Actually, it did well. I mean, 147 million. It only cost 50 million to make.
Is that her? Is that really the one playing Harley Quinn?
I believe so.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh wow.
Also, Ian McKellen is signed in Beauty and the Beast. You know that?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. And he's got a Sherlock Holmes movie coming out. He's an elderly Sherlock Holmes. I guess Watson's dead, and he's senior citizen Sherlock Holmes there.
Jesus Christ.
Well, we've had young Sherlock Holmes. Now we have old Sherlock Holmes. I mean,
Yeah, I like Robert Downey Jr. playing Sherlock Holmes. He did a good job.
he's
in the last
still doing it. He's still doing another one.
They're gonna have to do something where him and Benedict Cumberbatch are in the same room in Avengers like 3, and they're gonna have to say something like "No shit, Sherlock," and they're both gonna have to be like, "What?"
Yeah, probably. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah. But Age of Ultron gonna be good, I think.
Yeah. The first reviews of it were really, really good.
Now, what's this thing? Do we know what the scene's going to be? We don't really know yet, right?
What do you mean, the mid-credits one?
Yeah.
Because apparently there is no after-credits scene.
That sucks.
I think it's gonna have something to do with.
Spider-Man.
I don't think it's gonna have something to do with him. I think it's gonna have something to do with Thanos. Again.
Yeah, I would have Spider-Man just shoot the web, or you see a web shot across the screen and pick up, like, you know.
See, that would be a cool, like, end credits scene. I think the mid-credits one has to kind of propel it into Infinity War.
Yeah.
Or maybe they get, like, maybe Stark gets a transmission from the Guardians of the Galaxy or something.
Well,
I believe that's who's gonna rescue him.
They're actually in.
That's who's gonna rescue him, I think, ain't it?
They're actually in the last Avengers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's in that movie. Everybody. Ant-Man, Doctor Strange. That's going to be the most ridiculous movie ever.
That's why it's two
Guardians of
parts.
the Galaxy.
Every Marvel superhero is going to be in that movie. Every single movie that they had in Phase 1, 2, and 3, they're all going to be in it.
That's why they split it into two parts.
Even Loki.
Yeah.
Everybody.
So, and what, Thor 3, what, Ragnarok or whatever?
Yeah. But the only thing is, didn't Silver Surfer defeat him in the Infinity Gauntlet? Like he flew by and grabbed the glove. Like
No, his sister supposed to go in the comic book. His sister's supposed to grab the glove.
No, Silver Surfer got the glove. He took it from Thanos. They distracted him, and he just pulled it right off.
I know in the new show, like in the current Avengers cartoon that's on right now, like he gets the gauntlet, and they challenge him. They take advantage of his whole mantra that he has to give his opponents a chance to win, and they're like, you can use the Infinity Gauntlet, but you can only use one gem at a time, and like they're fighting him, they beat him, but then he starts using like the reality gem. And then all of a sudden Ultron shows up and he kicks his ass and takes the gauntlet and just like flies off with it. And so now Ultron has the gauntlet and stuff. And yeah, I said that sounds kind of weird, but both
That's
cool.
Marvel. That's Marvel. and Disney.
Marvel did some crazy stuff in the comics lately. I mean, with Iron Man becoming a bad guy and Carnage becoming a good guy.
You know what I was thinking too? Now that Spider-Man's there and they're doing Civil War, I was thinking, is this going to lead to like one more day?
Oh shit! Please don't do that.
Oh.
That was the worst thing I've ever seen when he made a deal with the devil. Please don't do that.
Or have the one above all. Have the one above all pop in. Well, be basically God in the Marvel Universe.
It's just the day I never thought I would see the day that Spider-Man would make a deal with the devil and erase his marriage of 21 years and lose the soul of his kid to Mephisto to freaking save Aunt May's life. Never thought I would see that shit.
And she's already dead anyway, pretty much.
Well, listen, you know what the funny thing is? Who of all his villains, who would be the one to kill Aunt May? The Kingpin. You just put a hit out on Aunt May, shot her in the freaking chest. It was.
Yeah, I like
everybody. That's
he
great.
goes to every character in the Marvel Universe, and they're all like, oh, we have all this great power, but we can't save her from a bullet wound.
No, but you know what, though? That was a lie.
Yeah.
I'll tell you why. That guy that wrote it was a lie, because the one person who would save her would be Doc Ock.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was even talking to, I even asked Dan Slott that, because Dan Slott's a huge Doc the Octopus fan. He's the one that made Doc Ock become Spider-Man. And he says, come on, if you were writing that, and Doc Ock, was asked, he would save her. So that's bullshit.
Well, I love it because he went to like Doctor Doom, and Doctor Doom was like, yeah, I don't know how to do it. And then Doc Ock was like, yeah, I don't know how to do it. And Doctor Strange was like, yeah, I can't do it. It's above my power.
No, but he got through the room. He got in touch with Mephisto.
Yeah.
Well,
but he was like, I can't help Aunt May because that's above my power.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
was like, all right.
actually, because he went into the room and talked to Mephisto, Doctor Strange lost the Sorcerer Supreme title because the timeline was altered.
I
So,
didn't even know that.
Yeah, he lost it, and Brother Voodoo became the Sorcerer Supreme. Yeah.
Oh, Brother Voodoo. Oh, my God. I remember that back in the 70s, boy. 70s, early 80s. Brother Voodoo.
Yeah. Comic book's crazy. All right. What up? Yeah. What other stuff do we have?
Do a zombie thing? Because since zombies so popular right now,
They
like
won't.
have
They
Marvel
said they swore that they would never do that because they don't want to destroy.
Those comic books were pretty morbid. If you were a comic book fan.
Yeah.
Especially when they ate Galactus.
That would never happen. Never happen. All right. Anything else, guys, on movie front? Connor, you got any? Oh, actually, Chris, why don't you talk about who was in the TARDIS?
Yeah. I saw. No, it was someone sent me a picture on my timeline. I guess since WWE is over in London right now, Raw's coming.
Yes, Cardiff. They're in
London.
Cardiff.
Yeah. Raw's coming out of London tomorrow, but they had Kane and a current WWE diva named Paige. They were both on the set of the TARDIS. They were in the set of the TARDIS. Yeah.
You want to show them the picture? Could you screen share it?
Sure. Let me see. If I can get
it. The WWE wrestlers were in the TARDIS. That was amazing.
And Paige is from England, I think.
Yes, she is. Yeah.
That's amazing. How lucky.
Let me see if I can find it.
Actually, Dan Slott, who writes for, Spider-Man and Silver Surfer, he was in the TARDIS also.
Was he really?
Yeah. He was actually, he talked to everybody. He talked to Matt Smith, he talked to Peter Capaldi, Jim Louis Coleman, everybody. Just chilling. So,
I still wish they would have did like a 10-year anniversary for like a...
Joe, do you have that picture? Because I can't find it on here.
All right, let me get it.
Because I sent it to you, I think.
Oh, you sent it to me on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Oh, you put it on my timeline?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me see. Okay, wait.
I was trying to find who I sent it to before, but I remembered I sent it to
I got it.
Yep.
There you go. See that? Oop, wait.
Oh.
You guys see it?
That thing's green.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see it now.
That's pretty cool, man.
Don't touch anything.
Yeah, they're just chilling in there.
I would love to see if like Capaldi came up behind him and like hit him with a chair. That would have been great.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would do that too.
Yeah. That's
He's
cool.
more of a serious doctor.
All right, gang. That's it for the Everything Show tonight. Actually, oh wait, before we go, and being that I didn't get to have the Game of Thrones cast, just want to give my 2 cents in about the Game of Thrones. We just had the new season start tonight. A lot of interesting things taking place. Everybody's moving around, getting ready to go to war with each other. It was a cool episode. It wasn't like, because they have to set the stage for the whole season, kind of dragged certain parts. I was kind of looking for something exciting in this, but Jon Snow ended it all. I love that character. He's great. But honestly, I'm gonna think about the Game of Thrones cast. We're probably gonna do that in detail. I did enjoy it. I like Game of Thrones a lot. I think it's 10 episodes a season, so hopefully the Mother of Dragons can get control of her dragons, Daenerys. So be nice. All right. Other than that, guys, take care. Bye for now.